Deep in the tomb, you crack open the sarcophagus, the sound of 1,000 lost souls escaping. Is there anything inside? Resting atop dust and bones is a huge great sword. It's probably cursed, right? Definitely. Probably shouldn't pick it up, right? Definitely not. Make me a history check. 22. You've definitely read about this sword. You read that it grants the wielder increased strength. You read that whenever you crit with it, you get to make another attack. You read that every time you attack with it, you get to make another attack. You've read that if you pick it up, it instantly makes you 20th level. Okay, fine, I pick it up. Do you attune to it? Yes, I attune to it. You die. I got you, dude. I freaking got you. Hello?
Come with me if you want to live.
To be continued. But first, Space Pirates. Thank you so much to Ghostfire Gaming for sponsoring this video. Aetherial Expanse is their new setting guide for 5th edition. It's a 200+ page book exploring the Starlight Seas, a region on the astral plane. After you finish this video, you should go check out the trailer they made. The link is down in the description. The art and music perfectly illustrate the vibe. This setting guide will include in-depth naval combat rules for building a crew, upgrading ships, and gaining reputation. There will be over 30 new monsters and enemies, at least 12 new subclasses like this Blade Dancer Bard College, with more available as stretch goals, and a ton of lore and adventure ideas for your next campaign. Go ahead to the link down in the description to get notified when it goes live on Kickstarter. Welcome to the table, I'm Kelly, and we're gonna make cursed items more fun. Cursed items are a great tool to use at the table. They can be really fun for your players, and serve as great plot points and story hooks. There are lots of really cool cursed items out there, but one of my favorites is the Helm of Ultrus from Not Another D&D Podcast's Campaign 3. This video contains some very light spoilers for NADDPOD Campaign 3, but only with regards to how the item works and why I think Murph's implementation of it is very fun for everyone at the table. Most of these tips can be applied to any cursed item to make them more fun for your players. The first tip is to get everyone at the table involved with the cursed item. A secret cursed item that only one player knows the effects of is really fun for one player, but a cursed item that everyone at the table knows about is fun for the whole table. In NADDPOD, everyone was together when Jake put on the helm, and Murph read the mechanics of the item out loud so everyone at the table understood how it worked. This creates suspense for everyone at the table when Jake uses the item because they know the potential consequences of those actions. It also creates a fun collaborative dynamic where Emily and Caldwell work together to try and help Jake counteract the bad effects. Which leads me to tip number 2. Adding negative effects that can be minimized or negated through saving throws gives your players the opportunity to work together. Using a saving throw means your other players can help to buff the cursed player and strategize the best way to reduce the effects. For your players that play support classes and stock lots of buff spells, this type of situation can make them feel really useful, and that stocking enhanceability or bless every day has actually paid off.
This is where all the poor players' souls come who have met the fate of an unfair magic item.
There's so many.
Yes, yes. Our numbers swell, our hatred grows, and soon it will be time to strike. Join me.
Yes. Yes! Many cursed items have a saving throw that is made while attempting to attune to them. If you fail that, you usually have to suffer some pretty serious consequences. And if you succeed, then you get to use the item. Giving an item charges that affects the difficulty of the saving throw to reset them gives the party more opportunities on an ongoing basis to work together. It also gives the player that is wielding the cursed item more agency. It allows the player to decide how much risk they want to take and gamble depending on how dire the stakes are. This creates fun suspense for everyone at the table. And if the cursed item takes over that character and the player has to roll a new one, it will be their decision to take that risk instead of it just happening as the result of a one-off dice roll. And Jake does take risks with it, a lot, because the helm is so good, which is my third tip. If you're gonna put a cursed item in your game, make sure to think about whether or not your players will actually use it. A lot of cursed items are just super evil and can only do super evil things, which is cool for lore and cool as a weapon that your BBEG might wield, but if your party gets their hands on it, they most likely won't actually use it unless you're playing an evil campaign. Take a look at the benefits that the cursed item gives and then tweak them to make them usable by your party. Actually, Greg apologized and he said my character didn't die and he changed the way the item works, so it's super cool now.
What? No, you can't just forgive him. He's just gonna hurt you again, girlfriend.
Ah, sorry man. I'm just gonna head out.
No, you can't leave. You'll never leave. Oh, he just left. Well, I didn't want to make this.
One of the main reasons that Jake was drawn to the helm in the first place was that it was related to his backstory. Once Jake put the helm on, it provided lots of opportunities for Murph to weave the helm even further into the plot of the campaign. Cursed items are great story devices and provide lots of flexibility for how you use them to convey story information. They can lead the party to locations in order to remove or resolve the curse, they can provide exposition through voices in the player's head, they can be the key to a puzzle, or they can even be a character in your story story. If there is a being trapped inside, like in the case of the Helm of Ultrus, then the party may have to fight or make friends with that being at some point. The being trapped inside your cursed item could even be the creator of your world. Whoa. Speaking of creating worlds, if you're building your own world, the best place to start is at the beginning, the very beginning. For some tips on how and why you should write a creation story for your world, you can check out this video here. I appreciate you.